Hello and welcome to Subnautica Below Zero. Well, I am going to say thank you devs, thank you early access. If it hadn't been for those, this series would have been finished. It's a case of, I was actually part way through recording the next episode, which would have been this number, whatever number that is, and the game actually crashed on me. And I thought, well, that's it. The series is just finished because we're playing hardcore, and it's a case of normally what happens is you play a game in hardcore mode. The idea is you got one life and that's it. If you die during that playthrough, well, tough. But what the actual devs did, because there was quite a bit of a fuss I think kicked up during the early access days of Subnautica, where that sort of thing happened, and the devs put in a really good compromise, I must admit, and I quite like it, because it's not really your fault if the game crashes. So, like I said, typically if you're in the middle of the game and the game crashes, well, tough, because you start the game up, you load the actual save file that you've got, and the game would delete the actual save file, so there's nothing to go back to. Whereas what the actual devs have done for Subnautica, and obviously for Subnautica Below Zero, is they don't actually delete that save file. So you start the game and off you go playing. When you exit the game, it creates a save file. When you come back to play the game, it loads that save file, but it doesn't delete it. So if the game crashes, you can still go back to that save file, which is extremely useful. But obviously what will then happen is if you die, it actually deletes the save file and then it kicks you out of the game because it's game over. Now that seems a fair compromise to me, and I'm just thinking, thank goodness for that, otherwise it would have been the end of the series. Because it's not really, when you think about it, it's not really your fault if the game crashes. I mean, it happens. And so it's a case of, yeah, unfortunately, with it being hardcore, it only saves when you exit the game. And that comes at a bit of a price, because it's a case of, yeah, I played for about 3 episodes and I didn't without exiting the game, so I've lost quite a lot of gameplay, unfortunately. Now I've gone back and I've kind of like tried to catch up as best I can, but it's a case of there's some pretty good juicy blueprints out there that I don't have, because I think it was right over there in where the actual the Lillypads are. Because while I was over there, I managed to get some really good blueprints, and I found those amongst the actual sea monkey nests, I think. Now this time round, I thought, well, if I find them, I find them, because the plan was really for this episode was to go back out there anyway, build a scanner, because I know while I was passing through, I found some. I think there was some Seatruck modules, for example. I kind of caught a glimpse of one. So. Yeah, that's basically the plan for this episode. We're going to go back out to the actual Lillypads, because there's things I don't have, like I don't have, those ultra high capacity tanks, for example. So that is our plan for today. Now, fingers crossed, I won't actually die and the game won't crash, because yeah, it is hardcore, I must admit, but I think that was just unfortunate. So, I'm going to need quite a few bits and pieces, because in the previous playthrough, while I was doing this in early access, I actually built a scanner out there and I built a multi-purpose room so I can get some decent power. I must admit the actual power does seem to last a lot better now since we've gone into full release. It lasts much better. Even if you've just got these actual solar panels, for example. I've only got about 4 solar panels, I think. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, if I need more, I can always, as I say, I can always. I think at some point I was building nuclear reactors out there because I wasn't getting much out of the bio reactors. But we'll see what it's like in this playthrough while we're actually in full, the full release. So, I'm gonna have to gather quite a lot of resources, and then I'm gonna head out there and I'm just gonna build this. There's not much point actually going through the process with you, so I'm just gonna head out there. We'll build it. Then we're going to go and see what we can see. Now this is interesting, I must admit. I mean, I've come over to Omega Base because I remembered while I was over here, there's a big drop down here somewhere. It's there's things to search over there. So I started building a base over here. I've got myself a scanner room. And I'm having a bit of a competition with this squid shark as well. We both keep kind of like knocking each other out with like electric shocks, basically. So I'm out of power. It has like an EMP pulse, basically. Right, let me go and see if I can repair my repair my Seatruck here. So yeah, that thing keeps going back. There's another one over there, but this other one that's been hanging around here. I keep trying to encourage it to leave. Let's say I'm giving a bit of a taste of its own medicine, so unfortunately that one's disappeared over there. Right, let's see if we can get ourselves this.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Oh, this is not good. What?
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
Okay, that's good to know. I was starting to panic there. I was thinking, what? I thought the hull integrity was completely gone there. I thought, hang on, I've already built anything. Right, so where were we? I need some power, don't I? Yeah, I mean, really I want a nuclear reactor. But I haven't found any urananite, at least I can't remember if I did find any. Right, so the drawback is we're running out of oxygen. And this is hardcore and I'm not going to get any warning about it. So I'm going to have to get myself some fish. I mean, ideally for something like that, I really need a one of those alien containment vessels, because then you can hatch out the eggs and you can get some really good power out of that thing. So I'm gonna have to go in search of a few fish just to keep me going. Because if you get the eggs, you get much bigger fish. Yeah, you can get things like these brute sharks, for example. So you can use them. But I just want, at the moment, I'm just going to make do with anything really. Well then, what's that? A nude fish. I'm well aware there's a brute shark right behind me. No.
New creature discovered.
I'm not bothered about that thing, I'm bothered about that thing out there. Oh, there's a thought. Let's see if we can... Shoot! There you go. There's a bit of encouragement for it to leave. So yeah, so I just need to grab some fish just to keep me going. I mean, I don't really want to waste those bladder fish because they're really useful for water. And I want to build myself an actual fabricator as well. Wow, it's really dark down here. I forgot how dark. It doesn't seem as though I'm like particularly deep down, but it's seriously dark. Right, I'm going to go in search of more fish. Oh, there. Is that one there? There's a fish. Actually, there's a thought. It's a bit harsh, but what the heck.
New creature discovered.
I mean, it's going to end up in a bio reactor there. I mean, does it really want to end up in a bio reactor when it's live? Maybe I'm doing it here. Where are you? Where's all the fish that I want? Right, well I'm just going to go and blindly wander around in this darkness trying to find fish for the bio reactor. So I'll see you in a while. Right then, well, I managed to get some fuel for this. I mean, not a lot. But at least we're out of the danger zone. We've got ourselves some pretty good power going, so it's at least, you know, it's habitable, shall we say. The trouble is I do need some decent, you know, improvements to boost the range, because this is what we can see at the moment, and it doesn't include Urananite. I can't remember. I think there might be some up there. So either way, I would want to expand the actual range for this scanner. Now I also need a fabricator. So what I can at least do is I can get the scanner to start searching for limestone rocks while I'm out here. That should make my life a bit easier. I'll just have to play dodge with this blooming squid shark that's out there. then at least... Oh no, that was lucky. So there's a limestone chunk down there. So at least what I can do now is... I mean, I've got some magnetite back at the base. So I should be able to go back there and get some. And then I'll be able to come back here and increase the actual scanning range. But I should be able to finish this actual fabricator off because there's picking up limestone nearby. I mean, that's what I've been doing. I needed some extra limestone to finish that place up. So I've just been getting any rocks I can. Murphy's Law, I don't know why. I've been picking these rocks up that normally give you, like, potentially silver. And so far they've all been giving me silver. There's supposed to be a certain chance you'll get silver. That thing's really freaking me out. There's supposed to be a certain chance he'll get silver, but I'm actually getting all silver, so yeah, Murphy's Law, that one. Anyway, I think what I'll do is I'll just finish off getting what I need for the fabricator, which is actually everything I need. I just need, actually that's the thing, I just need the quartz now. So yeah, I think I'll just finish that bit off. But the rest, because I need the magnetite, that's back at base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thanks. Zero well. Yeah, now that's interesting. We're actually on full power. And I've just added an extra newt fish, but you know, it's still going okay. And I mean, the scanner's running, so I mean, I'd still prefer to get the uranite because that it's much better. Now, at the moment, we don't have any upgrades. And I've noticed it's already picking up nickel ore, so that's useful. It's also picking up fragments. But I really need some uranite. I brought all of the materials across from the main base, so all I'm just missing is uranite. So I've actually made some upgrades. So I've got three range upgrades. That takes us up to 450 meters. So it'll be interesting to see what it sees now. Probably the same as before. Oh right, yeah. I remember what these things are. I don't want to be messing with them. I mean, it may well be I've got to go deeper. We'll just have to see. I mean, so far, I'm not seeing any signs of uranite. But I could at least start scanning the fragments, because that's what I'm particularly interested in. And then we'll go in search of things like nickel ore, because I can't remember, there's going to be some things I need for, I'm sure. The only drawback was with fragments is, for whatever reason with Subnautica Below Zero, they don't like disappear once you've learned the entire blueprint. They don't disappear from the scanner, which is a bit of a pity. Oh. Go and find somebody else's playground to play in. Thank you. So there's a fragment for a Seatruck of some sorts. So that's a module. Oh, it's the aquarium module. Okay. So we need 3 of them. Well, that's not bad. I mean, I can always go back and make another range extender, I suppose. I mean, normally I put in a speed one, but... Right, let's grab that one. So that's another aquarium module. Ew. Oh, there's one down. Yeah. I thought I saw one down there. We're actually deeper and further away than I thought. So that one over there. What's that one then? It's probably another fragment for the module. I mean, it would make sense if it's like broken up nearby here. I think it gets me is I think it was it Fred? I think it was. I think he was hinting about ones in there over at the what do you call it, the Twisted Bridges. Okay, come on, shoot. Yeah, there you go. Get a taste of your own medicine. To be honest, I'm actually surprised it's affected by it, given that it, you know, it does like a effectively what is an EMP pulse. I mean, I'm down to like 5 energy. I've realised I don't have a moon pool. Where's I thought? Did I not get a moon pool? Oh, I do. I just unbuilt it. Alright, okay. Well, there's a hint, really. I should be going out there and making a moon pool. Seriously? I've got a defense upgrade. I'm not afraid to use it. Going to be. It's rootin' tootin' handy, this, I must admit. Oh no, it got me as well in the process. That'll teach me. Right, I suspect a lot of these are going to be like... that wasn't planned. Whoa, that definitely wasn't planned. Hang on, what are you doing? Go ahead. Right, so... I think I'm just going to have a bit of a wander around and see what we can see, because so far it looks to be probably moon pool aquarium fragments, but if there's anything interesting that shows up, because we've got a good range, I must admit now. Yeah, if there's anything interesting other than these aquarium modules shows up, I'll bring it back. Ah, finally! Up to now all I've been finding are just the actual aquarium modules, so it'll be interesting to see what we get out of this Seatruck nest. Ah! That is what I wanted. It's the ultra capacity tank fragment. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted, because that gets me the entire blueprint now. But up to now, it's just a case of I've just been wandering around, finding lots and lots of actual aquarium modules and nothing else. At least now we're starting to get in the direction of where these sea monkeys are. So that's a lot better. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to pick them up. So there's a horsepower upgrade fragment. So presumably I must already have that one. Well, better get back in the Seatruck. To be honest, they don't really bother you unless you've got something in your hand. Let's have a look down here then. Because it was mostly that one, that ultra high capacity one, because I've already got the still suit, I've noticed. I managed to find that one. Yeah, I suspect that... Actually, no, that looks like part of the Prawn suit. So yeah, so it's not going to bother me unless I've got something in my hand. I'm trying to stay out of its way so it doesn't sort of like steal my scanner. So one of two. Yeah, so it's surprising the reach. I mean, I've literally lost track of where the actual scanner is. I kept meaning to get an actual beacon. So I've been gathering some like copper because that's what I need now. Oh, it's not there. It's somewhere else, is it? It must be below this then. Oh no, got it. Almost. Right, so that gives us the grappling arm. Right, let's see what's over here. If anything. Yeah, it's just I'm just getting so lost now because there's just so many markers for fragments. I've just completely lost track of where I am and where the scanner is. So I'll probably end up having to turn the hood chip off. Oh, I've already got that one. I'll probably end up having to turn the hood chip off so I can actually find the place. And then I'll build myself
Seek
a beacon.
fluid intake.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's my priority, is just to find the scanner, get a beacon created, and then I'll be able to find it again in future, because I know it's out there somewhere. It's just the hood. Having these hood things show up. Oh, screw it. Yeah, I can't dump them yet. Having all these things on my hood is really throwing me off. Oh, there it is. Good grief, it's right. It's right next to me. Go. Right, well, since, I mean, this has been It's been weird, I must admit, because I've been going further and further out. I actually found...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thanks. I've been going further and further out, and it's actually been finding more and more like these fragments way, way out there. It's even found some... Because there was a wreck out there that we'd seen before, and it found some fragments over there. And I went past a wreck over there, and I'd seen some over there, but... So it seems to be picking up quite a bit over time, but still no... Oh, there we go. Oh, yes, now we've got uranite. That's exactly what I wanted. Right, let's grab some water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh, that's just as well. Right, well, let's put a lot of this away, and in the meantime, I'll get myself a little beacon. So I definitely need that. It's been such a hassle trying to find things, because the plan was I was just going to take the chip off and then everything disappears, and then it would have been a bit easier, because I can get my bearings based off that one there, but I never put a beacon down for some reason for the Omega lab. Right, anyway, I need to dump some of this stuff, because all we're missing is all we're missing really. I mean, I've got all these bits and pieces here, so I've got enough to build an actual nuclear reactor. The trouble is down to 2 newt fish. Fair enough. Oh! There's one over there. Is that it? Is that all it's found? Because I need at least 2. Actually, now that I think about it, I think there was some uranite where the actual sea monkeys were. I can't quite remember. But this scanner's got like a really big range. And I've been thinking, I mean, Struth, am I going to end up all the way back there at some point? Right, let's see if we can find where this crystal is. Because usually it's very, very deep down, so I've been surprised at this. Oh, Struth, I still haven't done it. I was supposed to... Hold on. I was supposed to build a beacon, wasn't I? Well, I did build a beacon, I was supposed to deploy it. So yes, it brings us out of this wreck here. So I suppose we should explore that one. Right, so there's a piece there. I need at least 2 though. Because you need 2 per rod. So I've got enough... Oh, okay. Looks like we're getting irradiated there. I've got enough to make 4 of these rods, which is the maximum. But it needs quite a bit of uranite, 2 per rod. I don't like that. I'm getting irradiated. That can't be helpful. So that's 3 pieces. You can keep hearing that like it sounds like a Geiger counter. That's not good. It can't be good, shoot. Oh, what's that over there? Oh, it's a docking module. Ah, right, okay. So we found that one. So, I mean, that's for the prawn suit. So that's over wherever we're at. Fair enough. Right, have that one. I mean, my health doesn't go down, which I find interesting, I must admit. Yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, I think that's enough. I mean, I should probably build one for the actual main base as well. Although, oddly enough, I mean, we're only running on 4... what's that? We're only running on 4 solar panels over there. And even with a scanner running, it doesn't seem to phase it. Because I know when we were in early access, now I'm going to have to get my bearings again. Yeah, even when it was in early access, the actual power used to run out extremely quickly. Even with the actual... Oops. sorry. Even with the Bio Reactor, we used to run out of power really quickly. But so they must have done something as part of a tidy up for the full release. So let's see. So where's my bearings? So that's over there. So we've got to keep heading in this general direction. I mean, if I can keep an eye out for it's like a conduit. It's like a power conduit that was put in and left over by the ancients or the architects, or whatever you call them. So somewhere in this general direction. Oh, hang on, is that? Is it down here, maybe? Oh no, we're back into the sea monkey nest, so that's where we are. No, this is the trouble, that's the reason why I wanted the beacon. I think I was quite lucky when I found it before, now it's a case of, oh, that's I forgot where it is. Right, it's got to be around here somewhere. It's usually, I wouldn't care, I've actually visited this Omega base so many times you think I know how to get there by now.
Calorie intake recommended.
Okay, good enough. Right, well, wherever it is, this base is out there somewhere. I just need to find it again. So at least I found my Urananite anyway, so that's a good thing. Oh, I don't know what it is about them things, but I keep banging in. So I just need to find the base. Then I need to think about what we start looking for next. So, very well. Now this is looking a lot better now. So we've now got ourselves a nuclear reactor. So I've got 4 nuclear rods in here. It's taken a while to charge up. But I'm definitely thinking I should probably get one for the bases, for the main base. I mean, I've just built this like another multi-purpose room up there. I think what I'll do is I'll just wait for this one to finish. There's only 1 fish left. Deconstruct this one, because I could really do with... I mean, now that I've got the power, it makes a lot of sense to put a water filtration unit in here. The only thing I'm thinking, because I've got some, I know there's some ruby around somewhere. I think I've already got some. I saw some while I was around the actual nests. And I do have some of the gel sacks because I picked those up and I've actually now got them growing over at the other base. So yeah, titanium, copper, wire, aerogel. So that makes a lot of sense. In which case, if I can get a nuclear reactor built over at that main base, I can get myself a water filtration over there, because they make a massive difference. And the plan is, I think I'll have a look, because I mean there's still quite a few bits and pieces out here. I mean there's tons of fragments. I mean there's even ion cubes it's picking up, which is interesting. There, I mean I can get some ruby from over there if I need it. Some gel sacks. I don't even have to go back to base, because this is picking up ruby and gel sacks in the area, so I can use that to get the gel sacks, and then I'll be able to get my water filtration unit, so that's useful. Now what I probably should do is expand this out a bit more. Put some, it's like internal grow beds in the area, but I'm just wondering how much, you know, what the hull integrity is. So I think probably worthwhile putting at least some reinforcement in here. And it won't let me build one there. Oh, that's a pain. Yeah, once you start building, it doesn't really like it. If you've actually got anything inside, I think. Right, so I could build. Yeah, I can always put them in there. I mean, I'm gonna have to go out and get some lithium and some titanium. And the trouble is, you can only put one in at a time. Last time I checked, yeah. For some reason, you can only build one of them at a time. So there's quite a bit to finish off here. But the one thing I'm interested in now, I mean, I've got some good blueprints here. This is what I'm starting to get interested in now. Is I need to find out how to make that, because it says we need a parallel processing unit. Because basically we need to get back on track, and we need to talk to Marguerite. Actually, I could do with some water.
Seek fluid intake.
Ah, I beat you to it. Right, so I need to find out where I can get a parallel processing unit, because Marguerite, she said, by the looks of it, it seems like she knows something about Sam, because I remember there was a spy pingling near her base, and she kind of like hinted that she knew Sam, but only if we actually disable the tower. And from what I remember, she actually gave us the blueprint for this. So there's a test override module. So if we can put that tower into test mode, by the looks of it, we can disable the tower and it'll stop spying on us. Because I know when we were over at Delta Station, it was saying that it detected 2 people. So that Alterra Tower must be spying on you. Well, you know, to find out what's on the planet at least, or at least in the vicinity. So I've now learned that. So that's going to be useful. We did pick up that one part module. It's frustrating that I'm only 1 fragment short on that. Learned that now, so it makes sense to go out and learn that. To actually make one of those, because that'll be beneficial. In fact, actually, I'll make 2 of them, because I think to keep a spare. I'm surprised I mustn't have got around to building a moon pool by the looks of it, so it looks like we need to really do that, build one of those over at the main base, along with a nuclear reactor. Just trying to think of anything else that would be useful at this point. Oh yes, I want a filtration unit over there as well. Now one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go... I want to try and see if I can find... let's see, there was logs and communications, that's Marguerite, so Alterra personnel. So that's Jeremiah, so we know of Jeremiah. I'm sure he left some voice message. Something about that tower. Yeah, that was, wasn't that one. Because I'm wondering if that might give me some clue as to where to find this. So that's off a manual and Fred, because Fred kept losing these things. I'm sure there's something in here where... Oh, there you go, there. There we go, yeah.
Tower maintenance log. Okay, this time the birds have really done it. I don't know what they've been eating, but it's corrosive when it comes out the other end. I'm gonna need to rewire. I'm short an element to fabricate the right cable. I remember seeing some when I did that dive to the old ship. I'm gonna go out there and see if I can get some more. That should fix it. Maintenance status, in progress.
So it sounds like I need to go in search of the wreck, because there's a wreck quite close by to where Delta Station is, and I think that was the Mercury too. Just see if I can find another one from Jeremiah, because there was 2 conversations I remember Jeremiah had. That's Pavan. Here we go. No, he doesn't mention anything there. But yeah, I mean, Jeremiah was the one who was looking after the tower, so it kind of makes sense then to go and search over at that wreck, going by what Jeremiah suggested, because it sounds like he was running out of pieces, and he went over to the wreck to get things from there. Oh, that fish is still going strong. So I think I should be able to survive off just the one nuclear reactor, but this will free up a bit of room down here. And then I'll just need to get this finished off. So, wow, it's quite a lot still to do. But then the next plan will be to go in search of a wreck by the looks of it. But that's all for another episode.